Hey guys, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Mousy, the ultimate SL Clout Chaser, also known as, or AKA Mousy on Instagram. You can follow me there. What are we doing today? I don't know if I'm going to call this a day in my life, but we're going to do a talk video. And what we're going to discuss is 7 ways to improve your gacha sales. And I'm going to have bonus tips included. And I might visit 1 or 2 gacha venues, so I might do that. The next thing, I just wish when I hovered over things that didn't have words on it, I was trying to avoid that. Okay, so I think, Lord have mercy. Okay, we're good now. Oh my goodness, let me just hover on myself. I guess that's better to see my name. Why is anything showing? Okay, why is this happening? Tell me in the comments section if you know why this is happening. Why am I getting descriptions wherever my mouse key is? So let's just move it there. Okay, that was kind of a little irritating and shocking, but we're okay now. So hi guys, how's your weekend been? Mine's been pretty good. My week has been amazing. I can't believe there's literally 2 months left in the year, guys. My gasters are flabbered. I'm flabbergasted. I don't know what else to say about that. This year has gone by incredibly fast. I feel like this has been a really good year in terms of creating in certain things. It's been a really educational year in terms of the psychology and behaviors of people. It's been a calm year, real life work wise, and as a mom, a pretty calm year. And dating and everything between, interesting to say the least. Tell me how your year is going so far and how you'd like to close it out going forward. Just let me know in the comment section. One thing I definitely want to do is I want to showcase my work and show you guys where I am, what events I'm in. And I think we should do that right now because it's going to be really quick for us to do that. So let's do that right this second. So I want to take you to the Forward event to look at the fish tank because I don't think I ever took you there. And I'm going to zoom out because I hope I'm not naked. I don't think I will be. I'm not. Okay. So this is okay. So let's just come in here. The traffic should die down because I feel like the event's been open a week or two so far. And I'll just hang out for a minute and allow the fish tanks to res in. This event has been really successful for me so far. I'm selling the fish tank here. My first event that I made, over 6 figures was the grand event with the wash system. And this one is coming very close. And I'm actually working on a really amazing project that I don't want to announce right now that's going to build upon the fish tank system. And there seems to be a lot of excitement about it. I could go one of 2 ways. I could start evolving into aquarium style fish tanks that people can kind of modularize and or modular system people could put together to create mini aquariums or big aquariums in their homes and just create different type of animals. Or there's another route that I'm taking, which is what I'm exploring right now. I don't want to speak on it because it's too soon with this fish system, but this is doing really well for me. I'm going to see if I could force the fish tank to break for you guys as well. And I'm just going to let the fish res in because I feel like I've shown people on Instagram, but I have not shown YouTube. So that's what I want to do. Let's just give this place a little bit to res. But the fish tank is okay, so you guys could see that. So I'll just zoom in here. So basically when you buy your fish tank, but we need to see the colors of the tank. More, reset, text refresh. Okay, that's good. That's good. So a lot of these are resing in. These are the colors of the fish tank. This is an alien tank here. I don't like this with the words popping up like this. This is a red tank. Why is this happening? Let me ask the Firestorm group, is there a way that I could, because I don't want this unless I right click on something. So this is the black tank, the brown tank, a silver one, purple, light wood, pink, and then this is dark wood, right? And the fish tank starts with literally 2 fish in there, and then they breed up to 9 fish. That's why you see this word 9 of 9. And the food goes down within a 24-hour period. And I think in like small increments of 5 or 10, I'm not really sure. But when you feed the fish, it goes up plus 20. The only thing you got to be careful not to overfeed the fish, because if you overfeed the fish, it breaks the tank and it kills the fish. Originally, I wanted to script so that the fish could kind of flop out, but the fish does not flop out. So in order for you to restock the fish, you just got to let this process go through. and wait for the water to stop springing out, and also wait for the tank, the glass, to fix itself. So we'll wait for that to happen, right? Now the fish tank is fixed, and then we're just going to put in 2 of the fish in, and we kind of restart the process, and the food is at 100, so we don't need to do anything there. Okay, so that's what we need to do there with the fish. Okay, and I am going to take this food away because everyone's kind of been making the fish tank explode because they just like seeing it. So let's just go Mousies, and let's just try to find some food, and we'll just put a new fresh batch of food out. I mean, fresh batch of eggs out. Okay, add it and rotate. Add it, rotate, and then we're going to move this over. Rotate. All right, and there's 2 eggs per, or 2 fishes per box, and then the food has 5 uses. I'm gonna put this on Marketplace for 99 Linden. Let me see what I said the original price was. The fish food's gonna be 99 Linden, 5 uses, and the fish eggs is gonna be 199. And I'm going to put this on Marketplace, but right now you could get it on sale for 249 if you want to stock up. I did leave a free gift here, which is the role play decor items if you just wanted to decorate around your fish tank. So those are some free gifts, or you could use it for other things. The fish tank is 1,599 Linden, and there's sitter functions too. So like I could literally sit on this fish tank and I could observe the fish. This is for role play purposes only, right? This is me observing the fish. Oh, it looks like I'm looking down. So looking down, I'm wearing a face light. That's why that looks like that. So this is observe too. I think that I would need to be, I don't know if I need to be higher or lower so that it looks like I'm looking exactly at the fish. And then you're just kind of interacting with them. And there's like a little hand movement. You can feed the fish. And then I would just put the food in my hand like this. And then I'm just feeding the fish. This is for role play purposes only, guys. Okay. And then I could also clean the fish tank. So I'm just going to wait till I stop shaking that. I'm going to go ahead and clean the fish tank and then just add the sponge to my hand and then just clean the tank. And I'm a little outside of it, but there's an adjuster so that I can move myself closer or I can move myself further away. Okay, so that's what you could do there, and that's how that works. And this is idle. It's my least favorite pose, but the reason it's idle is, you know, to give yourself a pause in between poses. And I hope I'm okay, good. So let me stand here. So those are things like if you want to make a video or machinima or YouTube, Instagram Reel, whatever it is, Facebook short, you can do those things, right? So that's the fish tank. That's what I'm selling here. So let's go to the grand. So the grand event. All right. There's so many stores here, and because it's Halloween, there's so much decorations with the scripts and stuff. That's why it's a little bit busy here. I don't know if this video should be like, when I do things like this, should be a day in a life. So tour my events, tour my event booths, Gacha talk. So I always put my booth near the staircase. I think it's straight ahead. This is it right here, guys. And I think there's 2 staircases or maybe 3 here this round. So let's get closer to my booth. We'll allow it to res in and then we'll go from there. I really like this. It's doing pretty well. Not as good as my first gacha, but it's doing well. It's not doing bad. I think this event is just too big, you know, like, just to give you an idea of how big it is. It's the size of like, I want to say it's like 2 equal 10s. it's too big and it's hard to see everything. I at first I really liked the layout of it all, but I'm not sure now. I'm not really sure. Okay, let's give this a moment to resin, and then we're gonna look at the gotcha key, and then we'll look at the products. Okay, guys. I kind of want to take you to my worth plat. It's such a junky situation, but I want to show you guys how some of these things work. Let's just give it a second to resin. Should I zoom in and out like this? Like, will that help? Yep, that did help a little bit. So let's just go to the gotcha key while we wait for everything. So there's like 29 items here. That's the mop money on bucket, because it's a pressed and laundered, the rich don't get dirty, they get even cleaner set. Interactive money presser, broken money washer. The broken money washer is so cool, guys. It's really interesting. There's some invoices. We have a money counter here in black, some dirty money and laundry baskets that are different colors like red, gray, black, and pink. We have some bill detergent wash and softener, money fans, which is my favorite. And then we have a clean money bag, dirty money bag, money piles, more money fans. Okay, so that's basically in a nutshell what I'm selling. And this is an example of the money fan. This is pretty much rezzed in. I think this is the texture, and I could see this used in strip clubs and videos. I think it's really cool. That's really interesting and nice. This is the clean money bag, and I really liked it. It was meshed by my former SL daughter, and there's some bullets in here and everything like that. I think she really did a good job with this. All right. And then I put the desk here because I wanted it to look like a place you dropped off your dirty money, had it washed, and then you could get an invoice. So this is the invoice. So it's like rares and spares money laundering services, and it's 2,500 Linden to get your money washed. Then we have the interactive ironing board. You can't sit on the ironing board. So what you would have to do is touch the ironing board, drag money into it. It's already in the rare box, and you sit here and you iron. And once you iron, the money gets counted up. I'm on unavailable, so you won't see this, but then you'll get a stack of money back in return. This is the money bucket with the money, the mop money on bucket. These are the crinkled piles of bills here, just so you can see the mesh and texture quality. This is the broken washing machine. And what's cool about this is that the washing machine makes broken noise sounds. You sit here, you attempt to fix it, and then it springs water and tons of bubbles. So this is like a really fun machine. And this is an example of me like actually trying to fix it with the bubbles, but it also springs water out. Okay, so that's one of the rare items. Then we have the dirty money bags here. We just got to wait for that to fully resin because the bag is clear. It's trying, guys. So this is the dirty money bag, and you see dirty money here. And then we have the dirty money in the laundry baskets. That's that, what needs to be washed, and a crinkled money pile there. We have 3 of those, a single pile, a double pile, and a triple pile. And then we have the money bill washing system. We have heavy duty wash and heavy duty softener. And we have 3 different softeners, 3 different washes. So that's why. And I made that modifiable so you can make it bigger. And it is only 77 Linden to play this, 79 Linden to play this, okay? So there's that. And now we're going to go to the Forgotten event, guys. You guys probably saw what I'm selling at the Forgotten event, but we'll go there really quick and show you, and then we'll jump into the gachas, and then we'll do the grab sale. Okay, guys? In that order. And I'm right at my booth. I'm kind of in the air, but it's okay. We'll stay here. We'll just give this a chance to resin. So I'm selling the roach system at the Forgotten event, and also my run up and get done up gun. I wonder if there's anybody around that I could shoot. I don't think so though. Oh, Maya's here, but she's up there somewhere. Okay, she's up there with a few folks. Okay, not Maya. Her name is Melissa. The way it's spelled and it says May, I always say Maya. I don't know why. All right, so everyone basically had to decorate their house. I did a video about this, so you guys seen this. This is my booth. So like I said, I have the roach system up, but we're going to focus on the Mousy's run up and get done up shotgun. I've sold quite a few of these. All you got to do is touch the gun. Let me just get off of unavailable for a second. because there's no one here to shoot really, right? You touch the gun if you want to test it out with your friends. If you just want to come here for the purpose of testing it out, I'll leave swirls here. The gun will automatically res to your hand. You touch this and a HUD should pop up and letting you know who's in range to shoot. Unfortunately, there's no one in range here to shoot, so I'm going to go ahead and detach that. And once you find someone that's in range to shoot, like I said, the HUD will pop up. In this case, it was Ori. I wanted to shoot Ori. He must have shot me first. I land on the ground. A wound comes out and blood kind of spills over, and then there's blood here at the bottom. And it's really cool. It's just for roleplay purposes. So stage ready shotgun HUD for RP. Pick a target, fire, and spawn a stylized mesh wound. Red paint effect. Consensual RP use only. Right? So it's that. And then we got the zombies here and everything like that. So that's pretty cool. All right. So guys, let's go back to the house. We're going to go to my basement. We're going to do our little talk and then we'll go to the grab sale. I'm so proud because I actually started decorating the house and I'm excited about where it's going to go. I feel like it's been months, guys, and I have not decorated the house. But when I'm done with it, I'll give you a tour. I haven't updated the furniture. I used the furniture from the old house that I had. Let's wait for things to res in. I don't know why my computer is struggling to res stuff in. Like with the textures and everything. I might have to relog or clear my cache or something. Okay. Well, this is pretty much dressed in the kitchen. I mean, the living room. So this is what the living room looks like so far. I just got to put up artwork behind here. I'm going to put like more workout equipment here, like to make it look like this is my little workout station. And then I'm going to put like a dog beds and stuff near the fire. And that's it. I think that's what I'll do there. And then I put a grill out by the barbecue station and maybe by the pool and maybe a hot tub. I'm going to do that. And this is my little area where I try to teach myself scripting, or Ratney's teaching me scripting. So I'm going to make a little classroom area there. And this is my kitchen that I'm trying to put together with the Finca kitchen set. And this is my fish tank. I haven't filled it here in the house. And we have a little doggy here from Hextraordinary. More reset textures. And we have a little fish from Hextraordinary. That fish is giving me an idea. And then I found this gacha in my original Mousy inventory, and I was like, I might want to use this for something. I want to contact the owner about this, so that's what I'll do there. So yeah, that's what we have here. I just got to get my kitchen done, but the living room's kind of almost done. It's starting to feel like home, like I'm enjoying it. I could sit here and watch movies now. I love this hurricane chair from Good Morning, guys. If you know, you know. I really like it a lot. And yeah, let's go down to the basement, guys. I'm always on my work plat. I'm not really home that much. I'll show you guys what I'm working on too, but I don't want to have to resin again. Before we leave, if I remember, I'll show you guys. So I had the fam over. We were eating crabs down here. I should probably clean up the table. Stage 1 is nothing, okay? And then we were playing spades. It was really a good time. I had a great time down here. So we had the family over. And this is the wash system. I love it. I'm really happy to have this here. It just is a physical representation of my hard work and how far I've come. It's like one of my most successful products. I definitely have to put this on Marketplace and I have other things to do with it, but I'm very happy with it. All right, guys, let's get into this video. I'm going to make my mouth move at this moment. Let's talk about 7 ways. Oh, I'm not going to do it. 7 ways you can improve your gacha sales. And I'm going to give you bonus tips. So I have a little script, so don't mind me. Hey, you guys, it's your girl Mousy back with another Second Life business video. And today we're talking 7 ways to improve your gacha sales, whether you're flipping old classic gachas or dropping that new heat to resell. These tips will help you increase visibility, boost profits, and keep your gachas moving. So let's get into it. I'm going to make a gacha sales. I'm going to give you guys numbers, actually. Create. Now, these sales were as of the 21st. I've made a lot more money since then, but let's just pull up what I have. I think I'm close to, I think the sales may say 40K, but I'm actually closer to 50K right now. And usually my monthly average for gachas are about 24,000. It has been that consistently for like almost a year. So I've almost doubled what I made in gachas with these tips, and that's why I wanted to share it with you. One of my friends was like, I should probably keep it to myself, but I don't know. I'm anti-gatekeeping. I really am. I'm anti-gatekeeping, and I feel like if my brain came up with these ideas to improve my gacha sales, I can probably more than likely come up with other ideas, and what you eat is not going to make me starve. The only thing I didn't anticipate was how ridiculous some people would be when it came to like working cooperatively within the gacha community. And if you're starting your business, like just thinking about numbers and how to price things. And no matter how much I say it, like I just feel like it goes through one ear and out the other. And I literally try to talk to people individually and send messages like, what is the thought process behind this? Why did you price this way? I'm not attacking you. I'm just explaining to you what the consequence of this will be. And I still see the same people doing it. So I had to think of a way around the pricing structure issues that we were having on Marketplace, but we'll get into that shortly. So right now I'm going into my Gmail. I'm going to grab my gacha sales. Again, I took this as of the 21st in the morning. I've since made a lot more money. Let me just, okay. Okay, let me just do this. Yeah, so this was through the 20th, actually. I know my gacha sales are at 50K right now. That much I know. So let me just do this. Gacha sales, October. I'm really in a good place in Second Life because I think you guys remember, hold on. When I was in Second Life, I was making about this every month, right? $110 USD. Give and take, some months I would have a 40K that I would make, and some months I would have less. So right now, let's just do some math. I think on average, like a good month, let's see that. So that's that event. If I do that, that's that. And then like the grab sale, I could make a good 10 to 12,000. So, but we're going to estimate high here. And then, that event, I can make a good 12,000 there. And gotchas. I'm going to put that. This is the first month I've really made this much money. So it's hard to tell, but I'm going to put it because this is where I want to stay. Without gambling, because sometimes I do make a lot of money gambling, but I don't like to talk about that because the losses are not good and I wouldn't advise anyone to try to make money in that way. But because this is skilled gaming, and if you are good at pattern recognition, I do feel like you can make money gambling, but I just wouldn't advise it. I wouldn't recommend it, nor would I promote it. Because when it's bad, it's bad. It could get really bad. So that's not something I would promote. I would say in a good month, I could make 1,000 USD a month at this point. I had a week where I made 1,000 USD, right? In Second Life at this point. I had 1,000 USD. I made that in a week. But on average, very, very conservative average, I can make $500 a month as kind of spare income in Second Life. And this is one of the ways that I'm going to show you that how I'm doing this. Something that I do want to say to you guys is those of you who've been on here for a while and you watch my journey, the reason that I'm actually giving the number of what I could possibly make in Second Life is because you guys know that there was a point where I made 3 sales on a gacha. Like a lot of you guys know where I came from with this situation. So that's why I want to share it more for inspirational purposes. Like it is possible, guys. It's possible. It's possible. It is possible. And I feel like I've shared a lot of my journey with you. Like if you want to make extra money and you find yourself spending a lot of time in SL, if you're spending a lot of time just socializing or maybe taking pictures, just think of ways that you can monetize your SL so you could be here as well as get paid. That's all I could say. And it could be done. So I'm going to move this out the way, but I'm going to show you. So the sales go through, I threw it in Excel and I usually do a little bit of analysis and I'll pull out some of my original gacha numbers. And sometimes I would include my gacha store. Oh, something I forgot to add was my store on my son's land actually yielded me 10K in a month, and we haven't even really put the rentals down. We haven't, it's not in the search, there's no way to get the traffic, so that's 44 USD, so that's actually really good. I forgot that income. Another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my Gacha store back. Remember, guys, with the Gacha store, the store, I would make 2,000 Lindens. So, okay, first of all, I had my Gacha on the roleplay sim when Mac and I were together. But the problem with the Gacha store was, say the roleplay sim had to move, or I wanted to move from the roleplay sim for personal reasons or whatever, my income was fluctuating too high. But a good thing about the roleplay sim is that you have a built-in customer base, because when people live there, they could buy there. So that's what we're trying to do with KB's land. But he started a new job, like he just got his CDL license, and he's been really busy with real life work, but he's still doing a lot of work in SL. But once we're able to get like the rentals down on that land, and we're able to bring traffic in, and then people live there, they'll shop there, because there's a lot of affordable things in those stores, so there's nothing to worry about there. So that would be great for us, right? And then the second thing is my Gacha store. So the land on my store on KB's land is a satellite store. It doesn't have any of my clothes. It only has like the most popular items in there because it's a smaller store. My main store is going to have all of my clothes. It's going to have my new products like the fish tank. It's going to have all the houses displayed somewhere on that land. I have like my bodega out and my Lower East Side commercial and residential buildings out there. So there's just going to be more eyes and visibility on it. So I'm just curious to see what that does when my store opens. And I also want to apply for some events like Crafty Weekend and things like that, because those seem like it's kind of easier to get into. There's an actual application available. It's not by invite only. So that's some of my goals. And on that same land, I'm going to open a Gacha store, and I'm thinking of opening a full perm store, like getting things meshed and maybe textured for the purpose of selling it full perm, just like commonly used items that's a little lower in prim than what I found, or a little bit more updated. Like, for example, do you know how hard it is to find a mop and a bucket on marketplace that's full perm? Like, so stuff like that, I might open a full perm store. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. I have a couple buildings in the works right now that I'm getting meshed. And yeah, so that's where I am with that. And just going back to the Gacha store and the benefit of opening the Gacha store, it fluctuated so wildly. In the summertime, I found out that Gacha sales actually goes down because people are away and stuff like that, and the Gacha community is not that active. So it was a little jarring for me to see that I could never get a consistent price. There were some months I would make 10,000 linden in my store, and some months I would make 2,000 lindens. And I think I had a crazy month where I made 20,000 lindens in the Gacha store, but there's no rhyme or reason. But I also didn't flesh out a full year in one location, and I think that's what needs to be done, because you have to change your items, for example, seasonally. With Halloween, you have to put more Halloween stuff out, but we'll talk about that when we talk about the 7 ways to improve your Gacha sales. So let's go into October sales. So what I do is go to the reports, and then I throw it into Excel, and then I put it in order, date order, and then I kind of find out how much money that I made. So in Marketplace, I made $41,274. As you could see, one of the big sellers here, at least the last 2 days, was this gum. I did make a lot of money on Mug's school horror gacha, as well as their psycho killer gacha, but I also sold a lot of other stuff. So the gachas from 10/1 to 10/20 was $41,274. My original products, like my baby shower games and stuff, I sold almost 7,000 linden in Marketplace. So the net for gachas only is $34,584, and that's a 10,000 linden increase. However, I'm closer now to 50 something thousand dollars, and most of it is from gachas, but we'll talk about that. So this could be an outlier and just like a special month. I don't know. Let me just pick that up. This could be an outlier and just like a special month. I don't know, like, because I said those mug things were really popular, and I'll explain what I did to sell it, because obviously if a gacha is popular, everybody's selling it, right? So how do you stand out? So let's go here. So you have to challenge yourself with promotion. That's going to be number one. So when Mug dropped the school horror set, I didn't just say new release and then I just sold it on Marketplace, right? And it doesn't even matter if I said new release, because who on earth would I be speaking to anyway, right? So the school horror item came out with the gum, And I don't know if you guys seen it. I don't want to take off my drink. Let me just see. All right, let me just copy this so I could just pick it up easily, okay? But I'm going to take this off because I just want to show you guys the gum for a second. I think a lot of you guys have seen the gum. So, school horror. I have so many of these gums, guys, but let's just find the one that we need. There's so many gotchas I need to post too, but we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We're going to get into this. Don't worry. So that's the HUD. There was a situation where I got the HUD and the gum actually kind of mixed up. And so the gum is somewhere here. I think I should be able to easily find it. So let's go to the trash and kind of close that out. So let's do this. So this is the gum that everybody has been going nuts over. You guys seen it. I showed you this at one of the events. Okay, so this is the gum everyone's going nuts over. So what did I do in terms of getting creative with promotion? What I did to get creative with promotion is I gave away a lot of this gum. So what I did was build my inventory. I won't share how I built my inventory. You guys get creative with ways to build your inventory. Actually, I will share one way that I built my inventory, and hopefully that will discourage people from the pricing issue that I was discussing. So let's talk about this. So number one, the gum comes out and I look at it and I was like, this is so cute. People are going to go nuts for this gum. So how do I handle this? How do I make sure that the gum is visible so that I have people to sell it to? I have about 3,000 followers on Instagram, and they're active followers. Unlike YouTube, I think that my YouTube following might be from 4 years ago, and some of them may not be active. I know there's about 200 to maybe 500 that are active and constantly come back to watch my content, but 200, I would say on average, is my active on YouTube, which is I'm grateful for, but it's small in compared to my active on Instagram. So what I wanted to do was introduce my Instagram followers to this gum because I knew they would love it as much as I did, and I did not take off that gum for weeks and weeks and weeks. And sorry guys, my heat kicked on. I told you when it's like 55 degrees or lower, it's mandated by law, but it comes on in spurts. So I just hope it's not affecting the voice quality of this video too much, or the sound quality. So the gum comes out. All I do is I go on Instagram and I actually give away the gum for free, but I give it away to girls who are content creators, like professional content creators. They are posting every day. I knew they would like it. They're going to style it. They're going to make it look beautiful. They're going to put it to really great songs, and they're going to make it very desirable. I gave it to really anybody who wanted it, but I gave it to specifically to, I knew like the people who watch my video watch for my outfits of the days and blogs, and they kind of do the same thing that I do. Some people a lot better, like a lot better videos, definitely a lot better photos, and I knew that they were going to just eat this up. The girls were going to eat it up, and they did not fail me. They started tagging me on their posts, so I started reposting it to my page. And before I knew it, in 3 to 4 weeks, what I noticed was that hair designers and skin designers and a lot of other designers on the urban side of the grid started using the gum in their ads, and it looked gorgeous. It was very beautiful. And what I did was I would repost it to my stories with a link to my marketplace to the exact grape gum, mint gum, berry gum, and that gum was making me like 3,000 Lindens a day. And then I replicated it with a different gacha item, and it did the same thing. So what is my advice to you? Let's say you have a Facebook following, and your Facebook, you guys are hardcore decorators and landscapers. Find a furniture item that you love that is a gacha, showcase it, maybe make a little Gyozo video showing all the seats and animations, because there has to be something unique that you like about it. Like, we've never seen a gum like that. So maybe if you have a furniture piece that has upholstery as a texture and it looks really good, maybe you want to showcase that. Maybe if you have these heels that clickety clack when you walk, and it's a subtle sound and it's extremely realistic, and then when they get scuffed up and you could wipe the scuff, or you could tie your shoelaces, and that's a gacha, you want to showcase that because you have the audience who like the same thing that you like, and they're more than likely going to buy it. So let me just show you something with this gum. So we're just going to go here, right, to school horror mug. School whore. And I'm going to show you the problem with the prices. So she's selling a fat pack. Let's just look at the mint gum. All right, we're going to look at the mint gum. So and the thing is that you're going to have to watch the gum closely, or whatever the product is, you're going to have to watch it closely. And let me explain to you why. And those who watched my video with, at the arcade, the girls who get it. So first of all, this gacha, to get this gum is 79 Linden. So if you get the gum for 180 Linden, and then you're selling it for 135, let's just do some quick napkin calculations, or 135 minus 79, which is what it costs, you're only making $56. So there was a point that this gum, just one piece of the mint gum, was selling for, wait, let me put the prices in order, guys. Let me put the prices in order so this makes sense. Okay, the gum was selling for 300 to 400 Linden. And then these girls, it's like these 4 girls specifically, including I don't know how to pronounce her name, in Halftime, Lilith Collectible, is that every day they would come online. One person would say 198, the other person say 197, the other person says 196. Back and forth, they would drop the price. Or somebody like myself, so this girl puts her gum for 450. This one says 399. It's a little too low, but it's okay. But this person drops the gum to 250. This is an item that was selling at this price point. Why you would drop it so low, I'm not sure why you did that, right? So these girls would and then you have this second group of girls who would go every day and drop the price lower and lower, because they're just dropping their price by 1 Linden to 5 Lindens, fighting for the sale, instead of just sending a group message to Halftime and Lilibeth and Pop-Up Store and saying, I think this person just bought it and had it. Oh, this is a reseller too. Instead of, okay, add the golden ducks in there. But instead of just sending a message and say, hey guys, so how about you have the lowest price on Monday, you have the lowest price on Tuesday, you have the lowest price on Wednesday, and we just do it like that every week, instead of just like undercutting each other till it's nothing. So you know what they did? So they all undercutted themselves so bad like this. So this is what I did. I just waited for them to all undercut themselves, and then I went and then I added this to cart. So 130, even though it's higher than what it's higher than 79 Linden, it's a guaranteed product versus me paying 79 Linden for the product, 75 Linden for a gacha pull and being unsure what I was going to get. Now my investment's going to be 140 Linden. So let's just go to all these stores, right? But they got smart on me, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So I went in here and I just bought all the gum. So I went here and I just went 10, I'm just taking temperatures right now just to see who has what. And I'll show you an example, a better example of this, where it's like you could understand this pricing strategy and how bad it is. So I say continue, and then this tells me how many gums are in here. So these girls, Raina, Sir Arthur, Mata, whatever their names is, they learned their lesson, because they had their gums at like 111 Linden, 112 Linden, and I bought out their inventory. Just like I'm about to buy out this person's inventory, I'm going to buy all 6 of their gums, and I'm going to buy this for 120. So they put up, now what they do is they only put up 1 gum for sale. If it sells, they come back, look at the prices and reset the prices, because they don't want me to take all their gum because it's hard to get, right? So now I'm going to check out. I'm going to take all these people's gum. I got it at a fairly good price. These two were a little higher than I wanted to pay, but what I'm going to do is I have so much gum that I got so low price that it's going to absorb the expenses of the 2 extra ones. I hope you guys are following along with me. I have tons of gum in my inventory already, a lot that I've got for under 100 Linden, so it's going to offset the cost. Even though 145 is a little higher than I would want to pay, 199 is a little higher than what I would have paid, it's going to offset the cost because I have gum that I got at such a bargain basement price from people in the mug group and other places that it's not going to matter. Because remember, non-resellers are selling this gum too. So that's something that you have to think about. So we're going to go back now. So let's go back to the mint gum and we're going to search here. So although these 3 girls are selling this gum and it's still here, these 3 girls are still selling this gum and it's still here. Remember, they're only selling one at a time. They sold the gum. They stopped the sales because they didn't want to empty out their inventory. They didn't want somebody like me to come along and empty the inventory. And now the gum that I got for under 100 Linden, I'm selling for 248. So I'm making my money double. If I really wanted to push it, I could buy her out. I could buy Elena out, I could buy Lily out, and I could buy Natha out, and I could just change the price of all the gums to 600. Will they sell? Yes, because this is a product that's in high demand. I've been watching the performance for weeks. This will definitely sell. But the problem is, in order for this to work, for me to be able to sell gum for 600 Linden, I will have to also have to change I would have to get the grape and the cherry gum at that price too. And I'm not willing to make that much of an investment. So let's go to the berries. Let's just see what's going on here. Because I don't know how many people I would have to buy up. But that's just to give you an idea. If you could afford to do it and you have patience, you could definitely make a lot of money by doing that. Because I think because the gum is harder to get than the rares. So even if you have to pull the machine 6 times to get one gum, it may not be the berry, the grape, or whatever it is that you want. I don't think that people would mind paying 500 Linden for the gum because it's an item that's in high demand. They really want it. Plus, it's guaranteed. So we know these 3 girls, even though the price says 135, 137, 140, they're not really selling it. They probably put up 1 and they stopped selling it. So I'm the only person who's selling at this point because I'm selling in bulk, and I'm not afraid to sell in bulk because I know I'm not going to lower my prices. Why? Because my customers are coming from Instagram, and then if there's any customers looking for the lowest price, they're going to go to 1, 2, 3, but my product is the only one that's going to be available. So let me just show you how that works right now. I could actually revise my price, which I'm going to do right now. Actually, I'm going to revise my price right now. Oopsie, let me just go back. I'm going to revise my price right now. Just give me a second. And I'm going to go closer to 249 because it'll just help with the MP fees, right? I think the person next to me is selling at 250. It'll just help with the MP fees. So let me just prove my point to you guys, because in case you didn't understand what I was doing. Okay, so my price now is 249. That should update. And I could get the berry gum down very easily. I mean, I could get the price up very easily. I might do it because all I really have to do is buy out Elena, and then my gum, I could sell it for 345. I could sell my gum for 345. All right, so let's do this. So let's add that one. Let's add this. Let's add that. And I would have to get rid of the person selling the set too, which would benefit me because it's like buying the gum at 130 or 130 a piece. Yeah. So 130, 260, 390. Yeah, it's like I'm buying at 130 a piece. So I would have to get rid of this person too. I'm going to leave my gum alone, and I'm just going to go to... Actually, I'm not going to leave my gum alone because I want to show it to you guys what I'm doing. Let's go all 3. Let's just see. This is my trick to see what people have in their inventory. And this is a popular one. People actually prefer the berry. So this would be a risk worth taking. So now I have 6 gums. I'm going to make it 10 just because we want to take the temperature and see what people have. So 10, 10, 10. 10, 10. So let's take everyone's temperature real quick. Let's just see what they have. And then we're going to check out, continue. And it's going to show the real quantities. So this is me. I only have 6 left, which is pretty good because I had 30 before, but I'm not going to buy for myself. I just want to know for the purpose of increasing my prices. These people don't have anything. We already talked about them. This person has 100. She's selling gum, 137 Linden, which is not bad, but she's selling it at, she has 7 left. I could buy hers because I'm going to sell it closer to the $3.99, $3.45 price point. And this person selling for $3.99 only has 1. So I'm going to grab this because I'm going to make this money back very easily. And this is the person selling the set. She's selling gum, grape, and mint. So I'm just going to grab that right now. Oh, I got to update the quantities, guys. Update quantities. So this is not a bad thing. I don't really have that much berry gum, so this works out perfectly for me. So let's go ahead and grab that. If you have 1,300 Linden to invest, you could do it. So I'm telling you, I've been watching this product for weeks. I know that the berry is the top seller. It's the number 1 seller. So now I'm going to go here. And I promise you guys, I'm going to make this money back, no problem. So these 2 people, they're not. So if I add this, Elena's gum, nothing should come up. Watch. So let's go here. It just hasn't updated in Marketplace. You see the item is no longer available. That means it's sold out. The only gum that's really available is mine. That's it right now at that price point. So I'm just going to refresh this just to see if it refreshes things for me. She doesn't have any gum. We just checked this and I'm at $249. The next price is $750. So I might get lucky and I might be able to sell this gum for 505 Linden. So I'm going to raise the price to 555 and hope that people don't get mint or grape and they just buy what they want. And a lot of people will just buy what they want. And I'm going to update the price right now. And that's kind of how I'm making my money on these gachas on specific products. And it's been working for me, but you got to be careful. Another product that was helping me make money was the straight jackets. Now I'm just going to double check myself. So this person is selling for $750. I'm selling for $555. I'm going to check these 3 girls right now. So this is what I'm about to do. So I'm going to add this to cart. I'm just going to make sure that there's no gum available in grape at this $140, $150 price point. I'm just double checking my work here. We just double checked Elena, but we're going to do it again. And I hope you guys are following along. The next lowest price is mine. I've set the price. I'm controlling the price of the market now. And now this is what I'm going to do. So we know Elena doesn't have any more gum. So we're just going to triple check these people. Update quantities. Update quantities. And I'm going to go to checkout. Continue. Nothing here. So I know for a fact my gum is 550 Linden and it's the cheapest one that you could get. The grape gum. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to make a post on Instagram and I'm going to send people here for the gum. And I'm the cheapest. They're going to try to buy these 3. There's nothing that exists because I bought them out. What I could do is raise this price to 600. I could still probably sell it at 600, but it's pushing it. So I'm going to leave it at 555. If it sells steadily, which means that I'm getting 2, 3, 4 sales by the end of the night before I go to bed, like say 2 to 4 sales before I go to bed, I'm going to leave the price alone. If I wake up to like 4 or 5 sales, I'm going to leave the price alone. I could even go higher. But if the sales kind of slow down to like 1 or 2 even overnight, then I know I need to drop the price a little bit. People are used to paying a lower price, but we're going to leave this alone. I do believe it's going to sell at this price. So that was one of my strategies. Be creative with the promotion, promote to your social groups, and control the market as best as you can. I want to show you something else with this mug school whore because people really messed up the market here. So this is an example of a really messed up market. And I fixed it with some things like, just you saw how I fixed the gum. I fixed it with things that I thought would sell, like the composition notebook. I'm not as confident like this shirt will sell, but I'm going to show you what's happened here. So if you're a reseller of gachas, please don't do this. Please don't do this. Do not drop the price of something that you paid 79 Linden to 9 Linden. Like, what is the point of this? What is the point, guys? It's better that you reach out to people here and kind of discuss the price rather than do this. So remember, the price of a gacha is 79 Linden. Okay? If you want to get your money back with the fees, you got to at least sell it for 85. I would say 90 Lindens. If I felt confident I could get the money back, I would buy out all this inventory and just hold on to it. But I just don't feel confident. But I want to see, how did this happen? So I go and do my research. And it looks like the person set this for 500 Linden. The first person to post this, because maybe they have experience. They know that other gacha resellers will buy it to create a collection. They know that people will come and they will pay to get what they want. Miss Vicky here came over here and dropped the price to 178. When you drop the price to 178, it doesn't increase the chance that your product is going to sell. What it means is, if it's a popular gacha, all these people have to reduce their price to in order to be competitive. That's what they have to do. So this person went to 150 instead of 175, right? And then this person went to 120 instead of 145 or 149. And then this one went to 120. And then a whole bunch of people try to hold that on 100 because they knew, like, this is not right, what's happening down here. A lot of people tried to hold at 100 because they're smart and maybe they're experienced. Maybe they're not gacha resellers, but they're experienced. And then all hell broke loose, and everybody started panicking and dropping the price further and further and further and further until it's completely worthless. If someone were to win this in the gacha machine at Mug, it's like worthless. You can't even resell it. Don't do this, guys. Do not do this. Do not do this. Please don't do this. Don't do this. Because somebody like me will come and buy up your inventory. And I bought this, and I did this for the composition notebook. I did this for a couple things. And then I'll set the price to 200 Linden after I got it for $9, and I'll just keep selling out. And I've done that with a couple products in this gacha. I bought a whole bunch of stuff for 9 Lindens, 10 Lindens, 20 Lindens. And then I've been selling it for 88 to 200 Lindens since. All right, so enough of that. Let's move to the next thing. So take risks to increase revenue, and that was what I showed you. I took a risk with the Mug School Whore Gum and the Mug Psycho Killer Straitjacket. Both were edgy, borderline wild concepts, but that shock factor made people curious and buy twice. So if you have a hot seller, you can expand it by dropping a fat pack or collection. You could remix it with new colors or add limited edition items. So let's say you had a collection and it was like the pink shirt, the pink pom-pom, the pink gum. You could add the purple stuff and you could add everything in there, maybe a bonus item from a different collection. So take risks to increase the revenue. And another risk that I took, like I said, I bought out people's inventory who were actual gacha resellers. If I felt that if they set the price too low, I just went ahead and bought their stuff out, because I'm not going to play this game where I'm going to lower the price of something I bought. I definitely want to benefit from it. And the benefit to me was to just take your product, right? And if you don't want someone like me to come along and take your product, set the prices correctly. And then otherwise, you're going to have to be like some of the gacha sellers right now, who's only able to post one item at a time, and they got to watch all their listings like a hawk, and they might have like hundreds of listings. It's impossible. Some of those girls have not sold any gum because they could only post one at a time out of fear that someone like me would buy out their inventory. And I'm sure the gum was hard to acquire. So set the prices correct and hold, and it might be more beneficial to talk to other gacha resellers. Okay. So moving on, stay on the lookout for gacha sales. Don't sleep on events and resale groups. There are whole communities built around rare sales, classic gacha hunts, and resale trades. Join these groups, keep your notifications on, and use them to move older inventory or grab inspiration from what's trending. That's if you create your own gachas. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Hellstar, who's this? Okay, I don't know who this is. Okay, so let's go here to Adorable Gacha. So this right here says a big clearance price, either below or at pull price, definitely lower than marketplace. So let's head over there because we can finish the gotcha video from there. So if I see anything that says sale or anything that says rare sale, I'm going. Because I want to see what the sale is and I want to be able, but it's going to piss me off if I don't find, if I come to these events and I don't see things, excuse me, that are less than marketplace, I sometimes get a little bit annoyed. But let's give this place a chance to resin. And this says clearance sale, but I'm not sure if this is a gotcha or what is going on. Dixie Field. Are you saying that the clearance sale is at Dixie Field? Teleport to Adorable. For more gotcha and clearance, teleport here. And teleport there. But the sale was supposed to be here. So let's just start here. So it looks like they're selling a lot of Christmas stuff. Christmas is coming up. It wouldn't hurt to get a head start and get some of these things. These are like classic gotcha items. So we'll just check on Marketplace to see what's going on here. So this here is a Camilla lantern in dark red. Let's see how much it's going for on Marketplace. That's $175 on Marketplace. Okay, so this is $175. You could actually buy this from that person and then the price would be $345, $333, and they're selling it for $55 Lindens. So this is in fact a sale. I would make money off of that, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And also, because there's no pictures and this is already up, I'm going to take a picture right here and then just crop out anything in the back. So let me just do that right now. So I'm taking a picture and I'm also going to make a video. So give me 1 second. I'll make a quick video just to show the item. That looks really pretty because it'll just make it easier to sell. Okay. So that's the video. And I'm going to just list it for you guys too. So let's go here. Let's go ahead and move this to Marketplace. We're just gonna move it right now. My scripter gave me this clock, so I gotta check this out. So let's move that to Marketplace and let's go here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come here. We're gonna grab this gotcha key. So I might have to grab it on another page. This is $175. I'm gonna set my price to $333 or $345. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy this. I'm not confident that this will be a big seller, but it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy this anyway. I only needed one, but let's just see how much they have, because that makes a difference. Because now that I know how to do this, it does help me. So they only have two, so my instincts were right. I'm gonna go ahead. Should I buy that? I don't think I need to buy it. I don't think I actually need to buy it, and I'll tell you why. It's only two. I could wait till that sells out. It's not that big of a deal for me. So there's the lantern right there. I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and I'm gonna say make this an active listing. It's a transfer item. I'm gonna go here and I'm going to go ahead and paste this, paste that, and just give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go on a second page and just get all my information that I need. And I don't typically spend money to make money, but we're just doing it here today just for the purpose of this video and to show you. Like, I rarely do this. I rarely buy out people's inventory and do stuff like that, but I just do it sometimes, you know, because especially you just have to be very careful. You just want to make sure that it pays off. Okay, so I meant to put that on the bottom, but it's fine. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to throw in some keywords. So paste. And we are going to call this I don't really anticipate that people will use those brackets when they're searching for these products, but some people might. So that's why I'll do Gacha, and then I'll do it without it. So ANC and ANC Gacha, Rares and Spares, which is my store name. I'm going to say Lantern, which is just a regular lantern. This is the name of the gacha. It's the Camilla Gacha. Paste. And this is an older item, so I don't think people would be looking for it. Lantern dark red, and I'm going to put red lantern. Okay. Paste. Red lantern, and then I'm just gonna look closely at it because I don't know if it's like Japanese decor. That's what it looks like to me, but I'm not really sure. It's so funny because that pops right up if you put red lantern. Camilla paper lantern. It doesn't, it's not really Japanese. I don't know what this is. All right, so we went ahead and did that. All right, now we got to add our pictures. So the price that we're going to set it for is $3.50. So let's just do Gacha. We found that. We're going to set the price for $3.45 because I think the other low price is $3.50. I am going to add this picture. It's not bad. I'm just going to go over a lantern. And I'm going to add the video just so somebody could see it. And then we'll look. It would look better if I took it to Canva. Shoot. It would look better if I took it to Canva and I made the background red, but it's not that huge of a deal. So upload, because I think you could still clearly see the item, so I'm not really pressed about it. That heat made the house so hot, and I'm glad it fit. So the picture that you take has to be a certain dimension, but I've been doing this so long that I could eyeball the dimension of the picture I'm taking and know it'll fit. So once we've uploaded, this is our listing that's now been uploaded, and I'm just gonna go in here. This is the picture I took. This is what it looks like. Sorry. Let's allow this ambulance to pass. Prayers up to whoever needs it. This is what my object looks like. I have the gacha key in there, and I have a video in here. Okay, so there's a video in there so people could see the product as well, and that's kind of what that is. Okay, so I don't need to check like everything here. This is cute. I like this. This is a Los Santos basket, and it's from Concept, and it's only 45 Linden. Let's just see what this is actually going for. And I told you guys my recommendation. For me, I noticed that if I sell things, if I post 10 items a day, it's fine. So this is the same price as, you know, Marketplace. So clearly this is not a sale, so we're not going to really look into this. We have a bench here. I only buy things that I personally like, so if I don't like it or think that it's going to do well, I won't buy it. What is this? D-Lab Family 12, and that's a rare. Let's just see that. Rares tend to sell well. Let's just see what that is worth. That's worth $2.50. Am I selling this already? Let me see if I see my name here. I do not see my name here. And $2.50 is the lowest price. So I'll take this out the box later and I'll go ahead and sell it. So let me just go edit. I'm just going to make sure that there's nothing in here. Do you see why I check? So guys, that was great that that happened. Make sure you're checking inside of it. So I just checked the box. There was nothing there. And this is what should be in there. This kind of diorama of like a town with Christmas lights. Edit. D-Claws Family of 1. So that's part of that same gacha set. How much was she selling this for? 75 Linden. All right, let's see what this is worth. 99 Linden. It's not worth my time. For me, I have to like make double to at least want to take the picture. Even though I'm fairly quick at listing stuff, but I have to make double. So we have Eclectic Chaos. Those look like homemade items. All right, let's go and see what's going on here. I don't know what this sale is. Is this sale just what she was selling in her store, or is this sale everything? I don't know, guys. So that's why we gotta look. Food items sell, it just doesn't fly off the shelf like a gum would and things like that. It has to be really cute to fly off the shelf. So here we have a half deer sugar crush bird cream puff, and it's not even fully rezzed, but she's selling it for 45 Linden. I know, like, back in the day, at least when I was here during COVID times, people loved half deer. So I mean, there could be some diehard fans who would still want to buy this, but this is 50 Linden and she is selling it for 45. So like I said, for me, this is not worth, the juice is not worth the squeeze. And I'm not really in favor of selling food. So this purse, Bueno Kitty Bag, black. It looks like it could be potentially missing something. So Gacha is like thrift shopping for me. That's why I kind of like it. So this bag is 50 Linden. It's not missing anything. It was just one of 3 colors. Yeah. So it's 50 Linden and they're selling it for 45. That's not worth it to me. So that product would be more or less, oh, like this cat is so cute. It's a cat in heat. This is cute. It's only 25 Linden. I might keep this for myself. I might give this to my friend. This is so cute. I'm in love. Wow, this cat is worth 70 Linden. Well, I don't know. This one says in heat. In heat is 75 Linden. I know I'm not going to sell it. I'm taking her home. This is mine. I'm not going to sell this. This is mine. I love her so much. Okay, so that's my cat. We're not going to sell that one. Let's see what this is. This is like some steampunk mess contraption, 45 Linden. These glasses. Let's see if anybody would want it. People love steampunk stuff in Second Life. And then after this, we're just going to go through the because we're not here to shop. So this is 99 Linden, 150 Linden for the glasses. The clockmaker glasses. How come I don't see it on the Gacha key though? How much they selling this for? 45. So this is double the price. Oh, it wouldn't be bad to buy that. And this is Moss and Mink. This is another popular store. So this is the Modern Princess Draped Bed Light. And we have it here. Oh, the Gacha key is so small though. Okay, the Gacha key is so small. So it's 2 lights in here. So let's just see what this looks like. Okay. Oh, okay. So what we're actually looking at is the bed itself. So the lowest price is 110 Linden. Let's just make the Gacha key bigger, and this is what it looks like. So maybe it's a bed in the draping, and there's a rare princess kitty. The castle would probably sell for a lot. All right, so, and they're selling it for 300. So this is more than the price. So if you see something like this, like let's say you really loved it and you thought it would sell, you could just edit this and go to the current owner and ask them if they would be willing to lower the price. I do that all the time. I try to get things at a discount. All right, so what is this? This is makeup. So for example, there was a creator who made like the Ulta store, right guys? So what I would do is I would put all Gacha makeup in there so that people could go in there and actually buy it. So but the lowest price for this is 29 Linden, and then you have a bunch of stuff at this price point. And it's so old. So this is 25 Linden. So, I mean, if you wanted this for yourself, it would be worth it. It's so cheap. But to resell, I don't know about this. But for personal use, yes. So we have the Kawaii Lunch fawn bento, and it's from Dust Bunny. Dust Bunny stuff is always like beautiful, and it's only 25 linden. So let's see what it looks like. Number one, Dust Bunny stuff does sell. It flies off the shelf, sells, like just based on my experience. That is adorable. That's adorable. I might want that for myself. Can I say this to you? I think this is an item that if you really wanted it, and this is the item, so it's 25 linden here. So you could buy it for 25 linden and sell it for 30. But honestly, I think if you bought all of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and let's say 15. And then you sold for 100 linden. But how many is at this price point? Yeah, because even if you sold these, you would still make a small profit. But you have so many at this price point. You got to do the math. Put it in ChatGPT. Say, ChatGPT, I basically have, this is the quantity of items I have. Dust Bunny, Kawaii Lunch, Fawn Bento, 30 linden, I paid for it. And then say 44 linden, I paid for 2 items, 46 linden for 1 item, 60 to 67 lindens, 1, 2, 3, 4 items. And I would just say 70 lindens for 3, and I would say 100 lindens for 4. How much do I have to sell it at to make a profit? How much of a profit would I make? Because this will sell. I promise you guys this will sell. Even if you had 12 of them, I am confident that you could sell this out if you were to take a risk and buy these people's inventory. And ChatGPT would tell you how much to sell it for if you don't know how to do the analytics on that. And you could determine whether or not it's worth it. It's a cute product. It's a beautifully made product. And I do believe it would sell. All right. So then we have another wrapped bento, but that's a risk. That's a risk because you could just buy it for 25 linden and set the price to 55 and hope you sell it. And I think there's a chance you would sell it there too. It doesn't always have to be the lowest price. Some people just buy from you because they like you. So the other one is 25. The lowest price is 9. So I've owned this before and the lowest price was like 30 and I sold it, I want to say for a little bit more, but 9 is ridiculous. Like, do you see what Raina does with the prices? That's ridiculous. That was like unnecessary. Okay, but let's go to edit. And then this is another fawn bento. So, I mean, it's up to you and how confident you felt. And it depends if you knew the market or not. All right, so is this a whole collection? Jenna's Face of Mythos. This was actually at one of the arcades recently. And then we have some piercings. I don't like it, so I wouldn't sell it. And then this looks like it's for like Maitreya Laura or something. Okay. This is a pearl necklace. And they are selling this for 25 linden. Where's the necklace here? It depends what it looks like. Oh, she's wearing it. I don't see it in the gacha key though. Oh, there it is. Let's see how much. Pearl necklace is 25. I don't know if it's unrigged. I don't know if it's rigged. I don't know for what body. So we have a little bit of research to do. And you don't want to put key. Let's just do the necklace like that and see if it comes up. So the price is 90 linden and then it's 178, 199. I mean, this is 25 linden. You could afford to take a risk with this. You definitely could afford to take a risk, and the risk I'm going to take because I'm going to make a decent return on this. So I would go ahead and get this. This is a couple pearl necklaces, but what I would do is take it out and I would take a picture of myself with a nice outfit on. Like I would make you want to buy it. And it looks like it's unrigged to me as well. Okay, so let's grab those. That's a sale item. All right, we're not here to shop. I was just giving you examples of what to do. So let me just go into my face now. Okay. All right, and I'm just going to put my mouse here. All right. Stay on the lookout for gotcha sales. Don't sleep on events, groups I showed you got. I will put some groups and group keys in the description so you could find more. Open a gotcha store. If you're sitting on inventory, which I'm sitting on a shit ton of inventory, guys, get it organized and open a store. Even if it's small, make sure each item has a clean thumbnail, clear title. That's an MP store, but I'm also saying a physical in-world store, and keyword optimization description. And I did that for you guys. Make sure your rare items are visually separated, or it says rare in caps or brackets to help your buyers find them faster on the marketplace. Okay, number 5, place ads on selected listings. Okay, let me show you. Let's talk about it. So something that you could do, this I wouldn't do because the gum sells on its own, but let's just look at some stuff that I posted. My store just shows the newest stuff first, right? I'm trying to think. I think it's Halloween and people would benefit from knowing that this is on sale because somebody might want to wear this, right? This is the Mug Psycho Killer Gotcha set, and these are all the things that came, but the highest selling item on this Gotcha set is this straight jacket. People like this item here, and I'm just now starting to sell the Bloody Rare Victim and maybe even the boots. I have the boots, but I haven't posted it. So something that you can do is that if it's a high ticket item like a rare or something like that, besides ad related products, all you got to do is like this. So Psycho. And I don't know whether or not these things are posted. It's already listed. And that Bloody Bustier in Black is not active, but once I activate it'll link up, right? So that's something you could do. But also, I'm sorry, I meant to show you this. You could also feature this on the home page. You could feature it on the category page. That's kind of expensive to feature on the home page. It's $7.99, but this is how you add ads every 7 days or 230 days. I might do this with my bodega because I definitely need to do something or change the category listing page. The cheapest is placing it on the category listing page is $3.59 for 7 days, or you could feature it at the 0 checkout page for $2.69. So, I mean, I would experiment with ads and stuff because it has helped me sell certain items like computers that I got in gotchas, and you could buy computers and laptops aplenty, so there's no reason to buy it. So I know mine sold because of the ad. All right, seasonal items. Okay, let me go back. Place ad on selected selected listings, excuse me. Think of ads like small investments that could triple your invisibility. Triple your visibility, not invisibility. I usually advertise on like my top 3 sellers or things that pull consistent clicks. Use the ad system strategically. Spend when you see traffic spikes, where you see traffic spikes and not where you hope to see them. So you kind of got to study the play a little bit and just think a little bit carefully before doing those things. So seasonal gotchas. Seasonal items are gold. So around Halloween, Christmas, Valentine, and summer events, search your inventory for gotchas that fit those vibes. Double check the prices of like, because you want to make sure you're selling competitively. So you don't want to sell something for 500 Linden and everybody else is selling for 300 Linden. Sometimes what was worth 75 Linden last year is worth like 250 Linden this season. So that's why you want to do that. Bundled old seasonal gotchas into theme packs. Like you can make spooky lover bundles or trap Christmas decor packs, like whatever you want, and try to sell it that way. So that's getting creative, not only with the advertisement, but also making sure that your seasonal gotchas are available to be bought. That's so important. So whenever I put, like when I know it's October 1st, I start posting seasonal stuff because it will sell. The same thing with Christmas. The reason I found this out was because last year I was just posting 10 listings and I wasn't thinking about what season it was or what was coming up. And I happened to post a few Halloween stuff and they sold like hotcakes. And I regretted not having more posted. So that's why I'm telling you guys that. Okay. All right, number 7, guys, price check like a pro. Before you list or relist, check your competition. You guys see me do that consistently and frequently. Aim to have the lowest price on the first page, even if it's 1L. That's all it takes for someone to click you instead of someone else. And what happens is that if they click you and someone else, they could go to your store and buy more stuff, right? Use smart keywords like gotcha, rare, retired, and the event name can be listed, like the arcade event, the Epiphany, retired item that was once at Epiphany 2008. 2018 or 2019. Okay, so let's just review all of these. So number one, challenge yourself to get creative with promotion. We talked about what I did with the gum and how I use my social media to sell items. Take risks to increase revenue. We talked about me buying out other people's inventory, and that was a strategic risk that I took. Stay on the lookout for gacha sales. We did a little bit of shopping today in order for me to find sales and increase my profit margins. Open a gacha store, whether it's an MP store or an in-world store. Place ads on selected listings. Make sure you're promoting your seasonal gacha items, and check your prices like a pro. So here are some bonus tips. Update your thumbnails. Crisp images sell more than blurry ones. Use black or white backgrounds with your logo or watermark if you're afraid of people taking your pictures. Me personally, I don't care about that, but if you're afraid about that, do that. Rotate your stock weekly. Move out slow sellers and spotlight new ones, because, and I tend to do this anyway, but or in my head, I think that people kind of organize their search by new to old when they're looking for gachas. At least that's what I'm hoping. So I don't know how else I would rotate this other than keep my inventory fresh by to keep posting. Bundle duplicates. Offer 3 commons, 1 rare deals. It helps you clear out your inventory, and it ups the perceived values. So this is something I actually want to try. I haven't tried this yet. I haven't really been packaging bundles, but I will try this. Track your bestsellers. This I do. Keep a simple Google sheet of what sells, where, and how fast, and data is your friend, because then you know whether to invest more in that product and resell or not. So closing. So that's it for today's gacha tips. 7 ways to improve your gacha sales. And then I also gave you guys bonus tips. If this helps, hit the like button, subscribe, and more importantly, guys, engage with me. Leave me comments, because that's how I know what you like and what you don't like. And let me know what strategy actually works for you, what you like to hear, and what you will try, or what you've tried in the past that works. And if you're bold, tell me your craziest gacha stories down below, because I might feature it in my next video. Until next time, stay creative, stay messy, and make Lindens. Bye, guys. That's it for the gacha series. We're going to go to the grab sale, but I'm going to pause this video right here because I'm going to take care of something in real life, and then I'll record it and pick that up later. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. Bye.